Now, they burst onto the scene in 2011 and went on to support the likes of The Script and Eminem before devastating fans when they split in 2016.
But now the original Rudeboys are back and they're better than ever, and the lads Neddy and Rob join us now. But before we chat, we have to remind everyone of some of their classics. Take a look.
See, this fella had the flame in his stomach and the stars in his eyes. Stars in my eyes, I can let them go. Every day I'm caught daydreaming at the damn window. I wanna make it big someday. See my name in line. So I'm ripping up these lyrics and drinking on these spirits. Watch me flames ignite. Yeah. Girl, you know you make it hard to stay, but I'm never gonna walk away. Can I make you see? You and me were meant to be. Girl, you know you make it hard to say, but I'm never gonna walk away. I'm a traveling man, where I lay my head small. Don't know where I am going, and I'ma get there on my own. A traveling man, where I lay my head small. Don't know where I am going, and I'ma get there on my own.
The late appearance at the end there. Hello, good morning, Ned. Good morning, Rob. How are you doing?
Good, very good, thanks.
It's so lovely to have you here because we were chatting this morning. When you first started,
yes,
you were YouTube. You were there before everybody else.
It was YouTube, yeah. It was pretty. It wasn't the norm back then. Now every day, kids nowadays are all throwing stuff on YouTube and TikTok. But back then, we got a couple of funny looks, putting out these videos on a random website.
Yeah, well, this is the early days when YouTube was making stars. It was making your production values. Even though looking at the videos, did you have an idea, like in the early days when you're putting stuff up on YouTube, this has to look good, this has to have quality?
That was the idea, but we can't take any credit from it. We've a friend called Chanel. He's from Fiji.
Yeah.
He came in early days, and all that production value is all his credit. Yeah. He's still here today doing videos for us.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Still knocking about.
Even 8 years out. We took it all. You ghosted him for 8 years, and you're like, I'm back, Chanel.
Hey, what's up?
Come here, get onto the top of the building there.
Exactly.
Rob, we have to talk about the name. The original Rudeboys.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a bit of a weird story, like, because we had no expectations when we were starting out. Like, we had wrote stars in my eyes, and we decided to put it up on YouTube, and I think Facebook was still only starting as well. So we needed a name for the band, and we kind of we had this thing where we went uptown every Friday to get a new T-shirt and
before we hit Barcode. Do you remember Barcode?
Yeah.
Oh
And
good times.
There was a T-shirt with two older gentlemen on it, like kind of looking
Victorian.
Yeah. And it said the original Rudeboys, and we just kind of let's throw it up as the original.
I just so happened to be wearing the T-shirt.
Yeah. That's all it was. That's literally all it was.
Was it a Top Man T-shirt?
It was a Top
100%,
Man
yes,
T-shirt.
spot on.
I'm sorry, we're going back in time now. Bring back Top Shop and Top Man.
They're bringing back Top Man, so if there's a brand deal out there.
There you go. The original Rudeboys are here.
Or be careful. They might be swooping in and going, actually, that's our copyright.
Take it out.
They might be coming for ye the other way instead. Come here, we saw Barry Keoghan in one of the videos there.
Yeah.
And you were all babies at the time.
Yeah.
At that time. Yeah. What did you have a sense of him? He's going to go stratospheric, this lad. He's going to be massive.
Yeah, so Baz is doing incredible things, as everyone's aware nowadays. But growing up, we used to do, do you remember Jackass on MTV?
Oh, yeah.
We used to do our own version of that, just throwing ourselves around on skateboards and shopping trolleys. And Baz was kind of in and out of that, but on the side then with the same friends that would do that with the cameras, they'd make their own little movies.
Yeah.
So there was him and a friend of ours called David McDermott. And between them, David didn't pursue acting, but he was an incredible actor as well. You get this guy in front of a camera, he's amazing. But obviously Baz stuck to it. And sorry, Barry.
Barry, yeah.
Sorry,
He's Barry now. Yeah,
He's Barry now, is he?
Yeah, sorry, Barry Keoghan, or some people call him Keegan. But yeah, he stuck to it, and look at him now.
Yeah.
But in all fairness, you got there before Sabrina Carpenter. Like, it's important to say he was in your video first.
Yes.
Yeah, he's obviously went on to do a couple more videos, Fontaine's DC, which is an amazing video.
Yeah.
And Sabrina Carpenter, which obviously have much bigger budgets, and obviously he's a superstar. But we knew him from the neighbourhood and growing up, and we knew that he was kind of getting into acting, and it was just amazing to be able to collaborate with him and give him whatever platform we had at that time.
And to be fair, he done that video for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wouldn't have done the same for Sabrina and the Font.
Yeah, he charged for the... I think, do you know
believe
what, guys, and I think it's fair to say, and maybe you're too humble to say it, he made him.
Made Barry Keoghan.
He made him.
No, not at all.
I was thinking that you said, you know what I mean?
Rob is like,
Let me say.
made him.
Absolutely not, no.
When you were starting out and kind of seeing, going, okay, YouTube is a way to do this. YouTube led to radio play.
Yeah.
But for your first album, you were recording it in the same studio as Ed Sheeran with Jake Gosling. Is it who was his producer on
That's right.
Plus,
Yeah.
Ed?
Yeah.
Genie Max.
Yeah.
Like, that's huge.
Yeah, there was a little bit of crossover there because when we went into the studio, Ed had just finished his first album Plus, and we kind of crossed over and hung out a bit, and obviously we got to hear the album before it was obviously blown away. So we were really excited going in because we were fans, obviously, huge fans of Ed at the time, and obviously knowing what Jake was capable of, we were really excited to get into the studio.
That was only the beginning of Jake's kind of career with
yeah.
kind of. So I think we got in there early, and again we're lucky enough, you know.
You made him as well. God, you
met them both at the same time. They
The
both
list
went
goes on.
at the same time. It was a nice dance move there.
But you support, of course, aside from the Ed Sheeran connection, there was the script, Eminem, Professor Green,
Dog.
Snoop Dogg, was 50 Cent on the
Snoop,
list?
The Game, 50 Cent, Fateless. The list goes on. So
Really
many of them.
weird.
Such characters, though.
What's that? Because you started yourselves, you're doing this by yourself, and then these opportunities are presented to you to be like, Harry, we've got a gig in the Three Arena, will you come down in sport?
Yeah.
Like, that's incredible now.
It was constant just pinch yourself moments. Looking back at it now, older, it went by in a blow.
Yeah.
It was all. I remember like when the band finished in 2016, it took me a good 8 months to kind of realise and really take in what just happened. But I know it sounds dramatic, but those 6 years was just like,
Yeah,
you know?
it was like another moment after another. So you don't really kind of get the opportunity to be too present in the moment, which is probably one of the things that I look back on. And if any of them amazing things are to happen now, we're older, we're more kind of able to understand that these moments are kind of amazing.
Yeah,
but at the
appreciate
time,
it.
you're younger, and it's just. The next thing is happening.
on to the
and
next, on to
thing
the
is
next.
happening. So
Well, that's the thing when you're caught up, and also you're busy. I mean, when you're like, you're just looking at your diary, you're looking at that tomorrow. You've no sense of like that being able to really appreciate
it's
it.
really
or
pretty
being in
full
the
on. I
moment.
remember we had the pleasure of playing shows in Australia, and we done 11 flights in, I want to say 9 days.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
It was like radio, record label, shows. It was just,
So is that what happened? What happened in 2016?
Yeah,
Was
what
it
happened,
like,
Rob?
this is just too much?
we had a big fight.
Awesome. This is what we wanted. First of all, let's call out Barry Keoghan. Next.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
next,
he was involved as well.
ructions. So what happened? Was it just kind of like...
No, yeah, I think we just kind of, there was a lot of things going on individually, and look, people, you know, as you get older, life gets a little bit more complicated sometimes. So I think naturally we kind of went in different directions, and it was very amicable. Like, obviously we've always stayed friends, and the beautiful thing is that we kind of found our way back. Like Sean, the other band member, he was living in Canada for the last 7-8 years, and he just so happened to be coming back at the same time we were getting into the studio, and it's been amazing to reconnect. But at the time, it was kind of really boring how it happened. We just wanted to
I just speaking for myself, my father had passed 4 months before it, so my head was not in the band at all. I think had that not have happened, I would have been the one to say, you know, let's get it together and take time out, and then we'll come back in a year's time. But I just kind of let it run its course, and Rob had his eyes on London and doing music over there, so I just let it play out. And that's kind of when it came to it.
It's worth saying that Sean is involved in the just because it's just the two of you on this morning. For any fans watching, Sean's going to be.
Yeah, he's
involved as well.
knocking around. He was just he's in a summer camp at the moment with some kids that he's looking after for the summer. So he just wanted to.
Yeah, he couldn't make it this morning, but he's going to be there as well on the 28th of December. So what's it like getting back together then?
Yeah, how does it feel?
Is it like straight back into it, just like we were kids again?
Really weird.
Really?
Yeah. Like, the Olympia was, and I'm sure Sean will agree, like for us after 8-9 years when we did the show, and we had a couple of shows in the lead up to it, but obviously the Olympia is an amazing venue. So for us to be back there after 8-9 years, it was overwhelming to see how many people still kind of connected with the music, and it was
We
incredible.
thought as a venue that was a bit of a push. Capacity was after 8 years. Like, we were convinced people had forgotten about us, you know. That's the nature of the show business. But we didn't come up with the idea. Somebody came up with the idea, you should do an Olympia show. And we said, what have we got to lose? Put it on sale, and it sold in like 10 minutes. We were like,
Yeah.
what is going
Your
on?
fans are still
That
there.
is, you know what,
Weird.
it's great, and people love live music because obviously we're
Yeah.
being bombarded by AI bands at the
Yeah,
minute
oh,
going,
yeah.
is it real, is it not real, what's
Yeah.
going on here? But the original Rudeboys return this winter. You've got an intimate headline show. It's happening in the Academy on December 28th. Fair play to you.
Yeah,
It'll be out in the Christmas, in that in-between time. Tickets are on sale via Ticketmaster. But before you go, and this
Yes.
is a real treat, the lads are going to play us out with an acoustic version of their latest song. The song is called Burn. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, lads. Take care.
Cheers, thank
Your
you.
own time. Cheers.
I mean, he only went and done it. The accolades and awards, he's been there and won it. He's seen his name up in lights many a nights, but still inside his head battled the darkest fights. They told him this is the life. Your bills are paid, self-made, man, you're living it right. Messed up not living it nice. If your ma could see you now, do you reckon she'd think twice? Still that kid with a voice. Yeah, the guitar's brand new, but your problems are still rife. When did you let your life fade away and just give up on all you were? Why did you let your dreams burn up and burn out like a falling star? When you're on fire, you wanna watch the world burn. Flames are higher. When you're drowning in hurt, hearts are craving, walls are caving. It's cruel. When you're on fire, you wanna watch the world burn. From the streets to the mic, this kid was nice, yeah. Burn. So light it up, let it burn, and watch his dreams ignite, yeah.
Gentlemen,
That was
thanks so much.
beautiful,
Cheers.
sounding amazing. Make sure you go and see them. Thank you so much to them.
the original Rudeboys, 28th of December at the Academy. Ticketmaster.ie for your tickets. Boys, thanks so much for joining
so
us.
much.
Cheers, thanks.
Rob.